He said, I'm trying to find my way back to you, baby. Trying to find my way back in the track of Santana. All right, for. I don't know how I'm feeling today, but I'm on the fucking road. Why the fuck is this shit Arkansas like? Should I just find something else to watch? We're gonna watch this.
Miramar Police Department.
Yeah.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm waiting for my sister to go over there. What happened? What happened?
I just need to speak to you over here for a second.
Oh, Lord.
Right now, there's an investigation, and I guess it's your daughter.
Yeah, that's my
Your
daughter.
daughter, her name came up, so we had to keep everybody out of the apartment.
Police arrived at the home of 17-year-old Christy Parisienne, where her mother was informed that Christy had become involved in a strange and violent incident. About an hour earlier, officers had discovered the body of an 18-year-old boy named Dwight Grant near a nearby apartment complex, brutally stabbed to death.
Oh my God. Can you guys go back inside for me? Can you go back inside, please? Don't. Just do as I ask, please.
Officers have been taken into custody in the murder of 18-year-old Dwight DJ Grant.
After a body was found there, local 10's Andrew Perez is live
for this 18-year-old from Miramar High School, and instead, officers found a body.
As new clues surfaced and the investigation continued, police uncovered a hidden conflict between Dwight and 3 of his classmates from Miramar High School. Now officers need...
The fuck was that?
Instead, officers found a body.
As new clues surfaced and the investigation continued, police uncovered a hidden conflict between Dwight and 3
What
of
the
his
fuck is
classmates from
happening?
Miramar High School. Now officers needed to track all 3 of them down as quickly as possible to figure out what had really happened, what each of their roles was, and more importantly, why. But what detectives were about to learn about how this murder happened, why it happened, and just how complicated it truly was, turned out to be far more shocking than anyone expected.
You can't get away with nothing! There's cameras everywhere.
Everything started on a Sunday evening. On October 17th in Broward County, Florida, a nurse named Malene Emile noticed something was very wrong. Her 18-year-old son, Dwight Grant, who most of his friends called DJ, hadn't come home that day. DJ wasn't the kind of kid who disappeared without saying anything. He was responsible, focused on school, and always kept his family informed. His sudden silence was completely out of character. This was the beginning of a terrifying mystery for his family. No matter how hard they tried, no one could get in touch with DJ. He wasn't answering calls, he wasn't with any of his friends, and no one had seen him. By Monday morning, the worry exploded. DJ didn't show up to any of his classes, something that never happened. His teachers noticed immediately. His friends noticed.
Oh, we gotta put this
and
in
his
2
family
times
knew
speed.
something was seriously
Y'all
wrong.
niggas better,
His
we gonna
family
do
and
1
friends
file. Y'all
started
niggas better be
guessing
paying
right away,
attention.
called every person he might have been with, drove through neighborhoods, handed out flyers. Nothing. Police even went to the high school, hoping someone there might know where he'd gone. Officers spoke to students one by one. At this point, even the smallest detail could be the clue they needed.
Anxiety and depression, so like he would
He has anxiety?
No, I have
Okay,
anxiety.
so he would check on you. Do you know the girl that he's talking to or trying to talk to?
No.
No, does he have a girlfriend?
That's my knowledge, no.
No? Okay. Right. All right. So you haven't seen him? What's up, man? No, everything good? Okay. Right.
Who the fuck is that nigga? Hey, our nigga just be doing shit.
You haven't seen him? What's up, man? No, everything good? Okay. Okay, so you haven't spoken to him since, is this his behavior? Like, does he do it? He's a good kid?
He's a good kid. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He goes out. He has a friend. He goes out with his friends. He calls literally all of us all the time to let us know, like, what's up, how you are.
Okay. All right.
To everyone who knew him,
Sound like
he was
DJ's a
quiet,
good
calm,
guy.
spent most of his free time gaming. He wasn't the type to get into fights, he didn't cause trouble, and he had zero history of reckless behavior. Nothing in his past suggested he'd ever disappear or end up involved in something dangerous. The search for DJ continued through Tuesday of that same week. Then, around 2 p.m., while officers were canvassing the area near Sherman Circle North, a quiet neighborhood in Miramar before all this, they made the worst discovery imaginable. Hidden in the bushes beside an apartment building, police found the body of a young man.
Oh my God. Let me step back.
The body was found just outside the apartment building where DJ lived. All that time, he had been there, right near his own home. Officers were led to the body by scattered bloodstains on the sidewalk. From an initial examination, the body had 2 fatal stab wounds, one to the neck and one to the chest. A knife was also found nearby, hidden in the bushes next to the body.
Can you go back inside, please? Don't. Just do as I ask, please. In a few minutes, an officer will come talk to you. Go back inside. Listen, I can't answer anything right now. I just need you to go inside the apartment and stay there till I can get somebody to speak to you, please. Listen, What did I just ask? Just give us a few minutes and somebody will come and talk to you. Just give me a few minutes. Go ahead and go inside.
After speaking with DJ's family and asking them to remain patient, officers immediately blocked off the area surrounding the body and began processing the scene for evidence. 4 officers were on scene working to secure the area, search for evidence, and confirm the identity of the victim as quickly as possible.
Aquí abajo, sí. Ahí abajo del stairwell que está ahí, había mucha sangre, and you can see that probablemente están tratando de limpiarlo. Hay una
That
cámara
shit,
aquí.
that's sad, bro. I hate to hear shit like that. Like the Duke's crying and
Sunday,
shit.
he went missing Sunday.
Miramar is a quiet, close-knit community where news spreads fast. So when word got out about the brutal discovery of an 18-year-old's body, tips started pouring in almost immediately. Several people came to police headquarters, hoping the information they had might help. Among them was a woman who walked into the lobby holding her teenage niece's phone. She wanted to tell police about a private group chat that had caught her attention. At the time, officers had no idea that this small piece of information would end up being the key to solving the entire case.
So just give me a brief rundown. I'm so sorry.
I know I'm seeing on the news.
He said, "I'm trying to find my way back. Oh, way back."
Saying they can't guarantee that it's him, basically, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But on my niece's phone, all the texts are coming through that they're her friends. There's people from school there, and they know it's him. I just came here because my niece was telling me that she had got these texts from this girl yesterday from the modeling, and she said it was the most traumatizing day of her life when she seen him yesterday, which would have been Sunday.
Yeah.
So in my mind, 1 and 1, I'm not saying she did anything, but I'm not saying I can't come here and not show you either because she keeps saying
tells everybody in the
how many people she's killed and she's anything what she.
I mean, it could be just to be, you know, cool or to be tough.
But you never know.
Like, you know,
Said it's all about money and
I
murder.
don't want them to show my nieces. I don't want her.
Like
I
you
don't
heard
want
it to associate with. Okay.
By the next day, Wednesday, the victim's identity was finally confirmed. The body belonged to DJ Grant, the Miramar High School student who had been reported missing.
And Nicole, there's still so many more questions and answers at this.
I mean, how the fuck? Why did it take so long to like discover who the fuck he was? He ain't had like no.
Police had to start putting the broken pieces of the puzzle together. The evidence from the crime scene, and more importantly, the group chat that the woman had brought to them. Inside the chat, police found disturbing messages linked to 3 teens, 3 names that within hours would become central to the investigation: 17-year-old Andre Dexter Clements, 16-year-old Jaslyn Smith, and 17-year-old Christy Parisian. Without wasting any time, officers began tracking them down. Christy was the first person police went to.
Miramar Police Department.
Yeah.
How you doing, ma'am?
So, right now there's an investigation. And I guess it's your daughter.
Yeah, that's my wife.
I think she's already aware of what happened.
I have to keep you out of the house for now.
Me?
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing has to do with you, personally. But we have to keep everybody out of the apartment. So if there's anybody else in there that's in there,
My baby sister, she's at work right now.
but nobody else is inside.
No, only 3 of
You
us.
guess you're done, okay?
So we have detectives that are going to get a search warrant. Okay. So right now, we're just going to make sure nobody's inside, and then we're going to close the door, and then we're going to wait for the warrant to get here.
When I come back. When I come back, no.
As soon as you're done with the search warrant, then
Today,
go
no.
back in.
Can I take my phone to call my sister? Is it okay? Take my phone? My phone is right there. Can I call her? Because I'm looking on her.
Well, right now at this point, we already gave you, notice that nobody can go back inside.
Can you take my phone for me? This is right there. By the way, it's my phone right there.
We really got to follow protocol.
At this point, officers didn't
Come
have
on,
any
bro.
reason to
Give her
allow
the
Christy to
damn
go inside the
phone.
house. She waited outside with them until another law enforcement member arrived with a warrant. While they were waiting, she told them that earlier that day, Christy had left her a voice message about the murder. Because of that, they changed course and retrieved the phone so the message could be played. By now, the police had already spoken with Christy at the station. Her mother wasn't able to provide any additional information. The officers informed her that no one from the family was allowed to leave.
So are you going to be around here? Are you sticking around here? Or are you leaving?
Leaving where?
You're not going anywhere, right?
No, I was going to the police station.
No, I mean right now.
I'm looking for my sister to go to the police station because my sister drive.
The next person on the list was Jaslyn Smith. The officers tracked her down and managed to find her around 11 p.m. that same night. Outside her family's apartment, they spoke with her while her mother was present.
Did you hurt this person? I didn't hurt her. I didn't hit you or anything. I was just told to push him and make sure he stayed in the corner.
I don't know exactly what happened. You're telling me that you were told to do something? I don't know what you did. I don't know what you didn't do.
She said that she was told to keep him in a corner. Andre. Okay. Andre told me that somebody had this wrong, that somebody else was messing with somebody else's girl or something. It had to do with some type of chick. And that he was upset.
Bro, niggas gotta stop crashing over these girls, bro. Like, gang, we on these y'all is 17, bro. Bitch, I'm 21, but I know I ain't anytime soon I ain't finding nothing that I'm looking for right now. Bro. Like, nigga, you probably even like you're like nigga 17, bro. Like, you really like just get into like the real world of women. Like, nigga, you ain't even like scratch the surface for about you. Why, bro? Niggas be crashing out these These 30. I'm not even gonna say it was a 304, but his
Jaslyn
girl
had
could have
trapped
been
DJ in the
good,
stairwell.
girl.
Andre needed backup.
Niggas be
which was
crashing about
apparently
these
over a girl,
girls.
Andre's ex, who was now involved with DJ.
You guys don't have to stay here. You do not have to talk to me. Are you going to arrest my child? No, I'm not going to arrest your child. I want to hear what she has to say, but I wanted to reiterate because I said it to you and she wasn't here.
He told me to dress up in all black and follow him.
Andre?
Yes. I want to do rag and everything. He just said, do this for me. Just help me out with a fight. We're fine. We walked all the way there and we walked up the stairway. And Chrissy was there. Chrissy had seduced him from what I know.
I knew this shit was backdoor. I knew it was backdoor. This shit is low-key just pissed me off, bro. He backdoored this nigga, bro.
I was trying to just pretend and forget that it didn't happen. I already knew that it was something like this was gonna happen. I already knew the cops were gonna show up sooner or later. And I already started preparing myself for the worst, Mom. What do you mean by preparing yourself for the worst? If they send me away, Mom.
According to her, the mastermind behind the whole murder was Andre. He even picked out the colors of the clothes, and the plan was just a fight. Jaslyn clearly tried to downplay her own role and choices. But over the next half hour, the officers, and even her mother, would unintentionally learn the truth from her words, shocking them to their core. Things her 16-year-old daughter...
Come on, let's go. Let's get to the facts.
Detectives were still putting the pieces together with no clear reason to make an arrest. But Jaslyn knew what was coming. She knew there was no escape, and she had already prepared herself for the worst.
Because by everything I've already said, I'm gonna come with, and I know this, and I'm sorry.
The female officer at the scene can be seen briefly laughing when Smith lets out a sigh. But there's nothing...
Yo, this shit wrong as fuck. Like, niggas started laughing, bro. Hey, I started laughing too, but like...
The scene can be seen briefly laughing when Smith lets out a sigh. But there's nothing funny about what's happening. A teenager has been killed, and Jaslyn has just admitted her role in what happened. She's now...
That shit not funny, but it's like, nigga, what the fuck is you laughing for?
Between DJ and his ex-girlfriend. That's when the dark thoughts started, and the plan began to take shape. A plan...
Come on, though. We need to get the Andre part.
This began. Andre had reached out to her. He told her about the planned fight and the help he needed. Now sitting in a police car beside her mother, the officer asks Jaslyn to walk them through everything, step by step, starting from that moment.
So I'd like for you to kind of tell me, step by step, on how everything occurred. You know?
Before Sunday, before he came over.
Who's he?
Andre.
Andre's from school also?
Yes. Before he ever came over, he told me on Friday, I believe it was Friday, that he had a situation that he needed to deal with, and he was wondering if I could help him out with a fight. Me knowing that I used to fight in elementary and used to be a bad kid-ish outside school, I agreed because he's a good friend of mine, like it's just a fight. He had said he was going to be coming over at around 6. He came over at least 6:45, close to 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And he had proceeded to tell me the whole scenario of, we're going to get dressed in all black. You're going to wear clothes that you don't care about. You're going to wear gloves, you're going to wear do-rag. I know the whole layout of the building.
Andre already knew that Jaslyn had a
Nigga was
reputation for
up.
fighting
He
when
was
she
on a
younger.
mission.
That was exactly why he chose her. He even picked out what Jaslyn should wear, telling her to wear gloves and protect her hair. Jaslyn's account helps clarify the days leading up to the murder, but one thing stands out. She repeatedly tries to downplay her role, presenting herself as someone who was merely influenced rather than involved. A claim that within minutes would be completely undermined by a small slip she made.
We had gotten dressed, we had prepared. My mom had gotten home. We had told her that we were going to go on a walk. He was explaining to me that the person that me and him were going to fight with, because we were going to seduce, had messed with a girl.
Like, she's so backdoor. Like, Chrissy, why did you...
That he knew and had, essentially from what I know. And on the way there, he's telling me exactly where we're going to walk, exactly how we're going to walk, exactly what I do and wait for a signal. And I was like, okay, it's just definitely. Immediately when we got in there, we had walked over to where the staircase was, while he was telling me to move this way to avoid a camera and to avoid things. So we had walked up the stairs while Chrissy stayed downstairs and made a call. Me and him were upstairs. He's just talking to me, we're relaxed and chill. And then he got a signal from Chrissy to walk downstairs, and he had a weapon with him. He told me to hold the weapon. We had gloves on at this time, so we had walked down the stairs. He had approached the boy, and Chrissy had moved back and walked down the stairs.
Did you know this boy or no?
When boy tried to make a run with it, run for it after Andre approached him and was like, yeah, we have a problem. He has a standing behind. Chrissy looked at me and he made a run for it, and I'm like, okay, but it's just for intimidation. I'm put this down. I ran and I helped Andre to tackle him and put him on him.
Jaslyn uses the word weapon. Even though she's detailed and specific in almost every other part of her story, she keeps this part vague. We already know DJ was found with 2 stab wounds, so whatever the weapon was, it clearly wasn't a gun. What that weapon actually was, and why Jaslyn avoided naming it, becomes clear later in the interview. and it's something that will shock you.
Bro, come the fuck on, bro.
Andre asked for the weapon. After
My
explaining
niggas keep them blue balling and shit like.
asked for the weapon, and I just handed it to him. I don't know about this, but I'm like, okay, maybe you're joking, because me and Andre, our place will be like to mess around, and we do like.
Nah, you done sold the whole plot, bro. Why the fuck would he be playing around with another nigga that's not his homeboy with the fucking knife? He has a hole that's he had a hole that's set up for backdoor. He got your big strong linebacker at like. Why would he be playing? That don't even make sense.
Very like sibling type.
But this time,
This shit don't even
nothing
make
felt like
sense.
the weapon he used, the level
That's
of
what I'm
training
saying. This
involved,
shit's
the
not no
behavior, and
fucking
sheer
joke,
intensity of
nigga.
the violence he unleashed all point to the same conclusion. This was a planned killing, not a spontaneous act.
He proceeded to take out a small weapon and attempt to, and he was failing, and I was just like, okay, I can see it because I'm holding his legs. So I'm in a position where I'm holding both of his legs and I'm wrapping around his under torso, and I just feel poking right here.
Jaslyn claimed she didn't know Andre's full plan, but she did admit that she helped holding DJ down even after the stabbing began. As disturbing as that is, Jaslyn never stopped or showed regret during the attack, not when DJ was begging for help, not even as he was slipping in and out of consciousness after being stabbed.
And then he had another smaller weapon, and he took that out, and he stabbed him right here. Also, the boy was just like, you're gonna kill me. Just choke me out or like end it, because he kept going in and out.
DJ knew he was dying. Under the pressure and pain he was in, he begged Andre to choke him and end it quickly. Andre ignored him and stabbed him again. After that, DJ went unresponsive, he stopped struggling and tragically died at the scene. In Jaslyn's version of events, she says she was told to do what she was assigned without asking questions. As the confrontation escalated, she says she didn't fight back because she was terrified of what might happen. Throughout her account, she places nearly all the blame on Andre. That explanation mostly holds up until Jaslyn slips up. In the middle of her story,
Bro, can we get to the point where she slipped up, bro?
Plan, and instead places her right at the center of it.
Prior to this, he had told me that this was the first person he had ever killed.
Prior to the told you?
When we were at the house.
Oh, this is where you slip up.
This was a murder plan, and instead places her right at the center of it.
Prior to this, he had told me that this was the first person he had ever killed.
Prior to the told you?
When we were at the house, we were just talking about the whole plan of what to do, what was going to happen, but he never told me that he was going to kill somebody until at this time. Like, this is the first person. I leave it here. I'll ask Chrissy.
That single detail changes everything. It shows that Jaslyn knew about the murder plan long before it happened. Now
You're
the story starts to
cooked.
crack. It directly contradicts her earlier claim that she had no idea this was meant to be a killing. At this point, it's clear she was far more involved in both the planning and the decision than she had admitted. That's when the officer shifts the focus and asks about the weapon used in the attack.
I'm assuming it's a knife then that he had?
There's a knife and there's
A longer what? A sword. Okay.
A knife is something that can be easily concealed, but a sword isn't. Hiding something like that would be almost impossible.
Yo, I knew I won't trip it when I first turned on the video when I seen somebody. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That shit was a fucking sword.
Andre all that time without noticing the sword. Now detectives finally have enough pieces to start shaping a version of events that's much closer to the truth. But before moving forward, they still needed to make sure the physical evidence matched the story.
So you saw the big sword when he first showed up here in the first place?
I didn't see it exactly. I only saw that there was a bag with it, and I was like, okay. Because somebody else had taken everything out of the house behind us, and I didn't know where that was. And I believe it was either in like a jacket with him or with Chrissy in an extra jacket or in a bag with him.
Jaslyn could tell detectives were zeroing in on one key detail. She knew about the sword before they ever left the house, and that meant she knew the plan from the start. She tried to distance herself from it, saying that when they left, Andre grabbed a small knife and a larger sword, but she claimed she didn't actually see the sword at first and assumed it was already in the bag. Detectives weren't convinced. By now, there were too many gaps in her story. The teens believed they had pulled off the perfect crime. They killed someone in broad daylight in a tucked-away stairwell inside a busy apartment complex, avoided security cameras, and left no direct eyewitnesses. If the group chat messages hadn't surfaced later, they might have gotten away with it. But everything started to fall apart after the attack.
Oh,
They dragged DJ's body into the bushes, packed the weapons and supplies into a bag, and returned to Jaslyn's complex. There, they made a serious mistake. In an open, grassy area, clearly visible from nearby apartments, they started a fire and burned the bloody clothes using gasoline. As they sat there, shaken, but still hoping they were in the clear, a security guard spotted them. In that moment, the cover-up ended. And he wasn't the only one watching. Another resident had seen them too and later told police exactly what she saw.
The two girls, they were just standing there, but they weren't moving much. The chubby girl, she was just like moving back and forth, like standing in the same spot but moving a little bit. And then the guy was moving around the fire, just throwing more gasoline. I didn't see their face, but I saw their body shape. And seeing them on the photos, you could picture them, especially the chubby girl. You could feel the traumatization. from them, and you could feel like they were scared, but you could also feel like they
All this
had the
over
energy
a
of
teenage
wanting
girl,
thinking that she
bro.
deserved it. Like you could notice that.
Security camera footage from the apartment complex backed up much of Jaslyn's story. The cameras showed the three teens dressed entirely in black as they approached the stairwell where DJ was attacked. One camera even captured DJ Grant's final moments. Another showed the teens dragging his body toward the bushes exactly as described. But as detectives reviewed everything more closely, cracks began to appear. Parts of Jaslyn's version didn't fully line up. Police seized the teens' phones and went through their messages. It didn't take long to find something that directly contradicted Jaslyn's claim that this was only meant to be a fight. One message revealed the true mindset behind the plan.
Wait, nigga, what was that?
True mindset behind the plan.
White DJ Grant was killed back in October, and for months now, the three teens that are accused in his case have been kept in jail.
All the evidence was clear. Within days, police moved in on all three suspects. Jaslyn Smith, Christy Barisian, and Andre Clements were all arrested. Each of them was charged as an adult. All three were charged with tampering with evidence and conspiracy to commit murder. Christy and Jaslyn were each charged with second-degree murder. Both eventually pleaded guilty and were sentenced to 25 years in prison, followed by an additional 10 years of probation. Andre Clements, who was 17 at the time, was considered the mastermind behind the crime and the one who delivered the fatal sword strike that killed him.
What did he get?
He faced the most serious charge, first-degree premeditated murder. On February 18th, 2025, Andre Clements, now 20 years old, also pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison, followed by lifetime probation.
God damn, nigga said lifetime probation.
Would be there for you in a second in a heartbeat.
Hey, RIP that nigga DJ though. That shit kind of sad, bro. Hey, y'all niggas stop crashing out about these girls, bro. We young as hell. We got hella time, bro. It ain't worth losing 20 years of your life, 30 years of your life. Nigga, it ain't even worth losing a year of your life, nigga. We on P shit all 2026 though. Y'all tapping up. Thank y'all for tapping in. Love y'all, nigga.